r/NoSleep. Posted by u/otherwise_pic_2863. I work at a local pizza place. To keep us safe, the manager has many guidelines. Hi guys, this is me again. After that awful experience in the basement, I've carried a flashlight with me at all times. I don't want to be caught in the dark with an awful creature. Fluffles has been doing well. I gave him some nice food. I got a note in the mail which said I was now working as a waiter. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? I arrived at 8, and grabbed the rules on the door. Rule 1, never serve more than 5 tables at a time. Rule 2, never serve to anybody wearing a blue shirt and brown shorts. Rule 3, should the man in the black trench coat arrive, run. Hide in the break room. Rule 4, if you hear a scream coming from below you, stomp on the ground. Rule 5, should maggots appear on the floor, never step on any of them. Get onto an empty table. Rule 6, new customers rarely come in, so monitor the security systems using the tablet on the cash register. Same rules apply as yesterday. Rule 7, ignore any rule claiming to be Rule 0. We prefer quality over nonsense. Rule 8, if you see me and I start walking to you, find the real me. I'm in the break room. Rule 9, you can leave at 3. I started my shift, a few customers came in. A nice-looking family. I asked for their order, water. Apple juice please. I'll have some soda. I got them their drinks. Which pizza would you like? I asked. Medium pepperoni small cheese pizza please. I'll have some wood shavings on mine. I stared at him, confused. Stop it Mark, these jokes aren't funny. Sorry Susan. It's fine, but please don't do it in public. Sorry, sir. The wife said. They ate. They seemed to be enjoying talking to one another. They left shortly after. Don't worry, according to the manager no customers are harmed by the entities. I felt a small weight in my shirt pocket. I took it out and unfolded it. Note. Hi nice waiter. I wrote this note so you can know, I've seen some weird things here. Please be careful. Huh. So not all customers are demons out for blood. I'll have to remember that. That kid was nice though. I looked around, I was about to walk but I looked down. Maggots. Maggots everywhere. I got onto the family's table. They slithered around and then disappeared. As someone please help me I heard a scream. I stomped. The screaming stopped. I decided to check the basement cameras. Saw the centipede on camera too. Closed the door. Looked up. A customer. I walked up to them. But. Daryl? I asked. Yep. It's me. He responded. Did the manager tell why I asked? About the father monster thing? Yep. Anyways, I came here because I wanted to warn you. The service elevator in the basement. It goes very deep. Maps wasn't working, even though it works within 10 miles of a cell tower. We have a cell tower right here, Daryl said. You don't mean, I said in shock. Yep, that service elevator goes 10 miles underground. Anyways, I found the thing that made a deal with the manager's father. It tortures souls. We need to help them. This is the part that shocked me. My cousin's in the army. He sent me a box of bombs. They didn't work. I wired it so at the push of a button. Kaboom. I placed the bombs in the cave. Everywhere. I tested the button with one explosive down there. It works, 100%. You need to go down there and make sure those bombs explode. When are you free? Sunday. I responded. Good. I set it so only 5 small ones will detonate the moment I press the button. The big ones will explode 2 minutes after the press, Daryl said. I just stood there. At that moment, a customer came in. Well, see you soon. Meet me at the elevator at 10 on Sunday, Daryl said. I will. I responded. After that, I just sat there after serving the customer. Daryl seemed to have hacked the cameras and they didn't work. I just served customers when they came. At 12, I saw my manager. He started walking towards me. I ran to the break room. Oh, hey Jared. My manager said. Hi. I heard a loud bang. What was that? I asked. I don't know. My manager said, actually sounding a bit panicked. We looked out the window. Shadow creatures. Shadow creatures everywhere. Oh no. My manager said. What are these things? I panicked. Don't worry, this happens once every 5 years? I don't know to be honest. My manager said. Don't worry, we'll be fine. Just hide in the basement. My manager said again. The entrance goes into camera 2, could you check it? Oh no! The camera had been hacked earlier. The camera isn't working. We just ran into the basement. It was there. We slipped past it into Cam 3. It chased us. That thing was fast. My manager actually was screaming. I had an idea though. Follow me, I yelled. We ran to camera 4. It chased us. Perfect. It went under the door. I closed it. The door cut through it. It turned to dust. We ran into the office. Geez, you really are good with those doors. My manager exclaimed. Bang. 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 I heard them pounding on the walls. After a bit, it just stopped. I went back up after the pounding stopped. One more incident happened. I was serving to a family when the centipede came in. None of them seemed to notice and just kept chatting. I told them I'd be right back. I lured the centipede into the basement and closed the door on it. It turned to dust. I went back up and realized one of the family members was wearing a blue shirt and brown shorts. I put that family member's food away and served the rest of the family. He disappeared shortly after that. I went home only to find Fluffles perched on my bed. I heard something behind me. Thump. 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 4 shadow creatures appeared. Fluffles lunged at them with a mighty hiss. They were no match for the power of Fluffles the kitten. I stroked him behind the ears and gave him some salmon. Turns out he loves it. Fluffles decided to sleep right in the middle of the bed. I watched some YouTube and heard the doorbell ring. Congrats, loyal employee. You saved my life from that centipede, so you deserve a huge bonus. Here is $20,000 for you. Tomorrow you will be working as assistant manager. Tomorrow is Saturday. Daryl's plan to seal the cave is on Sunday. Great. I'm losing my day off. Hopefully there's no more rules if his plan works. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hey, this is Jared again. After those shadow creatures attacked the pizzeria, I realized I needed something to defend myself. And so, I decided to bring Fluffles to work. I'd be working as assistant manager, so I needed all the help I could get. I went to the pizzeria. I just walked there this time. I arrived and my manager was there to greet me. Well, to greet Fluffles. He is a cute cat, after all. He slipped me my list of rules. I'd be working until 6. Rule 1, you will be the one in charge of clearing out entities. Find them by monitoring the cameras. You can also be a waiter if nothing is here. You can leave at 6. Rule 2, if the man in the black trench coat appears, run and hide. Make sure the room you're in is not an obvious room. Try to hide in an obscure supply closet. Rule 3, if you have a cat, keep it by your side. If you don't, the manager will give you one. They see things we cannot. Dogs also work. Rule 4, if your cat starts hissing, find who it's hissing at and give the cat to them. The cat will take it from there. Same applies to dogs barking. Rule 5, should your cat leap out of your arms and charge at something invisible, do not let the cat get there. Same applies to dogs. Rule 6, if your cat starts purring, it means the restaurant is clear. However, if it starts meowing, it means someone is trying to get into your office. Same applies to dogs sleeping and whining. Rule 7, do not, and I repeat, do not let anyone into your office. Rule 8, should a family with 2 kids, a nice-looking father, and a tired wife appear, do not interact with them. Rule 9, if you see shadows but don't see the thing making the shadows, walk to where they are, and say, "Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave." Rule 10, whatever you do, do not speak to anybody except your cat/dog, or the shadows. Rule 11, at 11 head to the basement and make sure the generator is on. Rule 12, when heading to the basement the man in the black trench coat will speak to you. Just keep nodding until he leaves. I decided to just head to my office. Somebody knocked on my door. I asked who it was. "It's me." Someone who sounded like my manager said. I opened the door. My manager came in. Fluffles was sitting on my desk and lunged at him. Within seconds, my manager was on the ground, writhing. "Ugh. You got me. Lucky you have a cat or you wouldn't have survived." He started turning into a demon which looked shriveled up and had one arm. He sank into the floor. I took out one of the cat crunchies I had in my pocket. Fluffles lunged at my hand and I let go of the cat crunchie. He ate it and went back to his perch on the desk. He is a cute cat. I saw a family come in. Nice looking father, tired wife, 1 kid. Phew. I went out to get their food because I didn't see anything, but then I saw the second kid. I turned around. They started yelling at me. I realized Fluffles wasn't purring, which meant the restaurant wasn't clear, so I shouldn't have gone out. I decided to just relax until 11 with Fluffles. He jumped out of my arms and started running. I ran to him. I was faster. I grabbed Fluffles right before he ran into something. I checked the cameras and saw a person-shaped shadow. No person. I went to the room and told them to leave. I felt a breeze blow by me. At 11, I went down to the basement. The lights switched off suddenly. I panicked when I heard things approaching me. I panicked more when Fluffles jumped out of my arms. I ran through the basement, then I saw a red blinking light. I panicked. I realized it was just the generator. I switched it on and the lights turned back on. I went back to where Fluffles jumped out of my arms and found him licking himself. Dust surrounded him. "Good kitty," I said to him. He started purring, which meant the restaurant was clear. I went back up to my office. I went up and relaxed for a while. I was confused to why the man in the black trench coat didn't appear. I heard knocking on my door. I opened it, being careful not to let anyone in. It was the man in the black trench coat. I didn't know what to do, so I just kept nodding. "The attack begins today." Nod. Nod. "Do you like hot dogs?" Nod. Nod. "Do you know the manager?" Nod. Nod. "Shoot." I texted my manager. "Does the man in the black trench coat always appear when you go to the basement?" I asked him. "No, rarely he doesn't." "Why?" He responded. "He came up to me and I just kept nodding," I said. "Run." I ran. I heard him screaming bloody murder behind me. I ran out of the pizzeria, him still on my tail. I found a small shed behind the pizzeria and hid in there. I grabbed the chair in the shed and blocked the door. He pounded on the door. I frantically looked for a place to hide. There were rafters in the ceiling. I climbed up there right when the door burst open. The chair was blasted across the room and broke on the wall. He looked around, and didn't see me. I went back to my office in complete shambles. I don't know how I survived that encounter, but I somehow did. Fluffles was waiting for me in the office. It was 2:15. I relaxed for a bit. At 3, my manager came in. Fluffles started hissing at him. "Why is Fluffles hissing at me?" he asked. I checked my rules. Rule 4, if your cat starts hissing, find who it's hissing at and tell the cat to stop hissing at them. Same applies to dogs barking. I realized that wasn't the rule right as my manager turned into another demon. I gave Fluffles to him, hoping it wasn't too late. It wasn't. Fluffles scratched the thing enough for it to get mad and run away. Nothing happened until 6, when my real manager came in. He told me tomorrow I had a day off. I went home, ready for what would happen tomorrow. I gave Fluffles some cat crunchies. He deserved them. He ate them happily. At 10, I was getting ready to go to bed. Bang. 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 I looked out the window. Too dark to see anything. I was panicking when I heard thunks behind me. Shadow creatures. Everywhere. I grabbed my desk lamp and used it as a weapon. It was the best thing I could get, don't judge me. I accidentally turned it on. It vaporized a creature. Didn't turn it to dust, just vaporized it. Apparently I was too stupid to realize a shadow creature's weakness is light. I got rid of them all. Just then, I heard the chanting. I looked out the window using the desk lamp. Shadow creatures had me surrounded. It's going to be a long night. I'm currently sitting in bed typing this. Wait. New text from Daryl. "They're coming.